Good morning, everybody. I was not happy with that debate last night, I'll be honest. I'm kind of waiting to hear what Hugh Hewitt has to say about it, and I really want to hear what Glenn Beck has to say about it because I don't know what to think about it. And usually I can think on my own, but today I want to hear someone else to tell me how to think. Because I don't know what to think about that. I did miss part of it because the internet went out of my house, but for about 5 minutes I missed what I think might have been important parts of the debate. But oh my goodness, that was just all around awful on all sides. I was not happy. It was horrible television. I mean, I've watched other debates and they were much better produced, much better presented. The moment that I was most upset about, not because of content, but because of perception, was when Chris Wallace, who I wasn't aware was Mike Wallace's son. They look like they're about the same age. I know Mike Wallace passed away, but I guess I don't really have much of a concept of time. It seems to me like Seinfeld just went off the air yesterday, even though I was in high school then. I don't, mostly because the only current TV show I really watch is The Simpsons, which has been on consistently. And I kind of like that the new episode they just came out with that I watched on Hulu yesterday with Mr. Burns singing Al Jolson tunes. Anyway, oh my goodness, the moment that upset me the most, and I want to keep this short, was when Chris Wallace offered to offered the president opportunity to disavow white supremacists, which he has done a million times, and there's no reason. And he just recently declared the KKK a terrorist organization. And the president said, "I'll disavow anybody you want me to," pretty much. And but I guess he wasn't firm enough, and I could tell that he meant it because just being used to watching President Trump, and he was just so blown away, I would say, and offended by the question. And he had an appropriate response, but a response that could be twisted and mutilated by the press, as it was immediately that they said that the president refused to disavow the white supremacists when he did no such thing. Refusing is an active thing. No, I refuse to. He didn't. He said, absolutely, I'll disavow whoever you want me to. And it wasn't good enough, and I knew it wouldn't be good enough. He should have articulated a little bit better. If I was in his shoes, I would have first of all said, the president, his own daughter is Jewish, his grandchildren are Jewish. Why would he support people who hate his children and grandchildren? And then I would turn it around against not only the Democratic Party in general, historically and currently, but against Joe Biden in particular, with his many, many racist remarks, which the president didn't mention. But I think if he would have played that up a little bit more eloquently, he would have accomplished more there. He should have said something along the lines of how proud he is to be a president who is of the party of Lincoln. And he would also he should have, again, I know this is offensive and considered extreme to say so, but it's historically true. Let's look at the Nazi Party. They were for big government. They were for gun control. They were from the same ideology of eugenics where Planned Parenthood comes from. And it seemed like the president wanted to stay away from the abortion issue, though. And they were all about identity politics. Does that sound more like the Republican Party or the Democrat Party? Obviously, it sounds more like the Democrat Party. And historically, the Nazi Party learned some of their ideology from the Democrat Party to the point where they felt that the Democrats were too racist for them. And whereas the Democrats had a one-drop rule, the Nazis would only go back, I think, 3 or 4 generations in their racism. Although that had no point to be brought up there, but something along those lines, and how historically the KKK has always been part of the Democrat Party, how Joe Biden himself supported and eulogized Senator Byrd, and comments that Joe Biden made about racial jungle. The president did mention some other comments that Vice President Biden had made, which I don't recall offhand. But he should have mentioned the racial jungle issue, and then the current issues when he said that the black community is monolithic, when he said that you ain't black. That comment he should have brought up. Maybe I wasn't paying attention that much. And some of the other issues, and even if you want to talk about dog whistles as Joe Biden did, I would have brought up that do I look like a socialist remark, which I think is an anti-Semitic dog whistle, an anti-Semitic and not Judeo-phobic. But the way that the left understands anti-Semitism. All right, thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to make this video short. This is still almost 8 minutes long, just so I could hear what Hugh Hewitt has to say. All right, thank you.